for the opportunity. So, how's the tour going?
Really, really good actually.
Oh, let's do it like this. Okay. Okay, you can go.
Okay. Well, yeah, the tour is going really good so far. I think it's like half of it now, and yeah, of course it's been a good tour for us, and it's almost every night I think it was sold out, and the crowd's been really great, and yeah, that's just a good time. So it's a great.
So you like the company, all the other bands?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, with Vinchel, I mean, we're good friends and personal, and so it's always great to be on tour with them, of course. But also the other bands we didn't know before, but it's really cool with them. The atmosphere, between people is good.
Okay. Now something about the new album. What do you want to say to your fans about the new album? What are your impressions about it? How did it came out?
Okay. Well, I think musically it's probably maybe the most melancholic album we ever did, maybe the darkest or something like that, darkest album, which sure goes hand in hand with the lyrics, because most of the lyric content are actually, I mean, we always have like really earnest lyrics, but on this album sometimes it's like really dark and sad, so of course that's also expressed in the music. Well, besides that, we're really happy with the production this time. We invested a lot to get the best possible result, and we've been working together with some. I can just push the button there. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've been working together with some really good people like Tommy Fetcherly and Colin Richardson. They also did a great job, in my opinion. So we're really happy with the production.
Okay, and about the lyrical side of the album, is there some like a red line in all the songs, or like it was in Slania, or all the songs are all on themselves?
Yeah, all the songs are on themselves, but there's conceptually like something like a red line. Lyrically, the album consists of kind of a collection of stories from ancient Gallia, so it's all historical stuff, like stories like individual destiny of historically important people, or stories of whole tribes and stuff like that. What I did while writing the lyrics is try to focus let's say more the human or the emotional aspects behind those historical incidents, because I mean when you're dealing with history, what you get is basically like hard facts, like for example, this war started then and then end of story.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should never forget, I think, that it's always like individual personalities and people like you and me that actually stood behind those stories and that actually wrote history. And well, this fact is what we try to focus on in the lyrics, so it's very emotional.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that my Russian literature teacher says us all on every lesson.
That's cool.
Yeah, and just one thing I would like to say is just that I had the interview planned for something like 7 p.m. and at the same time there should have been Arcona playing, and I'm here to see of course all the bands, but Arcona are something like and there are no Russian bands coming in Italy.
Okay.
So this is a first. Arcona never came here, and this is the first time, and it's in my city. I live here, and wow, I study Russian. And it's fantastic. And in the last years, I found out that there are lots of stories of history based on the the Gallic population lived here actually, and after I started listening to your band, I found out all these things that it's amazing, and I think the history of this population are great inspirations to you. I think
or what?
The history of the place you live here, Lynn, is a great source of inspiration for you.
Yeah, sure, yeah, of course.
Only for the lyrics or for the music too?
For both, actually. I mean, well, of course, I mean, you're playing modern music. I mean, you play with electric guitars, of course, so it's modern music. But still, sure, it's heavily influenced by Celtic traditional music, of course.
Okay, now I have a bit some problems because I don't have the interview prepared. So this is all I written. So I'm going to make some improvisation.
That's
so
perfect.
I asked about the tour, about the album. Now about you as a band, you changed lineup quite sometimes. So how do you feel right now with the current lineup?
Great.
Really? Okay, fantastic.
No, I mean, well, the lineup changes we had in the past were basically due to the lack of time of the ex-members now. Well, since the beginning of our band, we've been really working hard to move forward and to grow as a band, and we did move forward, and we grew quite quickly actually, and constantly. And so, well, ever and ever again, each band member actually had to ask himself, okay, the time which is needed to be invested into the band is growing more and more, so can I invest so much time into the band? And I mean, meanwhile it's like it's a 100% job, like it's all we do. And so in the past, our ex-members, they actually just, when they left the band, they just decided, okay, it's getting too much for me, I cannot invest so much time into the band, so they left. That was basically the reason for the lineup changes we had.
Okay, and the lineup change happened after the release of Slania or after Evocation?
Well, we had in the early days, we had quite some lineup changes before Slania, and actually right after Slania, there was like 2 people leaving the band, and we found replacements immediately. And since then, actually the lineup is steady.
Okay. So from Spirit to Everything Remains as It Never Was, what has changed for you as a band, as a man, as a musician?
Musically, personally, I think that musically did not change them that much actually. Of course, production-wise, things have become better. I mean, it's every time you produce an album, you have just chance to learn, and you have the chance to do lots of experiences, and that's what we are trying to do. I mean, every time we produce a new album, we try to bring in the things we learned from the last album, and we try to make it better. So yeah, I mean, production-wise, it has become better and better, I guess. But musically, I don't think that much changed. But of course, we as a band have kind of grown together more, which is natural. I mean, we're really touring a lot, and I like, since the release of Slania, we've been on tour almost constantly. Of course, sometimes you have short breaks, like